LeBron James fought not only the Clippers but Father Time tonight as the near 39-year-old boasted an insane stat line of 35 points, 7 assists, and 12 rebounds as the Los Angeles Clippers fall to the Lakers in Staples Center 130 to 125. The Lakers trailed by as many as 19 points in this one, guys. D'Angelo Russell continued to ball out as he has most of the season. PJ Tucker made his Clippers debut. We did not see James Harden. He's planning to suit up on Monday night for that game. And Kawhi Leonard went off tonight. There's a ton to get into on this recap, guys. So let's just jump right into this thing talking about the Lakers. First and foremost, like I said, got to give some love to D'Angelo Russell. Obviously, he was pretty scrutinized as he was played off the floor in that Denver series last season in the Western Conference Finals. This season, he's been such a great piece of this offense. He's honestly played levels and leaps and bounds above Austin Reeves, who was formerly taking his job. Obviously, they share the backcourt now. But D'Angelo tonight at 27 points, 6 assists, and 2 rebounds as he was just knocking down shot after shot. He did miss the game winner at the end of regulation. However, they ended up winning, so I guess that's fine. You just brush off your shoulder and look next. D'Angelo just looks so much more confident in his ability to facilitate and kind of guide this offense when LeBron James isn't the primary ball handler. Speaking of LeBron, I already read you guys his monster stat line, but one thing I really liked about this game is that LeBron and Anthony kind of realized, okay, if we're down by 19 going into the second quarter, it's on us and us only as the number 1 and 2 to come back and win this game. We saw LeBron absolutely letting it fly from 3 tonight, and he knocked down 50% of those as he shot 4 for 8 from 3. Anthony had such a rough first half, but ended up finishing with 27 and 10, as well as 4 blocks. I just really like that no matter what his output on the offensive side of things looks like, Anthony is making such a valiant effort on the defensive side of things. It really does annoy me when people of his stature like Anthony Davis or Joel Embiid or Giannis, it annoys me when they're not giving their all on defense. Giannis really never doesn't give his all on defense. I'm talking more about JoJo and AD. Jumping from AD to AR, Austin Reeves has had such a rough start to the season, guys. Tonight's not a terrible game as he had 15 points and 7 assists, but I believe he started this game like 1 for 7 from the field and 0 for 3 from 3, guys. Could just be a slump, guys. He just got his first big contract. He's coming off the playoff series of his life in Memphis. Even in the Nuggets series, he had a pretty good series, if I remember correctly. One thing I really like to see outside of the starting lineup tonight, guys, was that the new guys like Cam Reddish and Christian Wood and Max Christie and Jackson Hayes, they were actually pulling their weight and being useful. Christian Wood especially had a really big dunk down the stretch on I believe it was a putback 3 from D'Lo or LeBron in the corner. That was in overtime, guys. Christian Wood finished with 11 rebounds and 10 points tonight with a plus 14, which is team leaving on the box plus minus, guys. The Lakers did such a good job of just taking care of the ball in the second half. If you're a Lakers fan, that's just got to make you happy because these are things that winning teams and championship teams do, guys. In the first half, the Lakers had 12 turnovers. In the second half, they only had 2. Shout out to Darvin Ham, man, for just kind of grabbing this thing by the reins and making sure he's holding his stars and his role players accountable. It doesn't matter if you're the first or the 10th man on this team. You need to be protecting and just aware of the turnovers. That's another thing with Austin Reeves, man. Tonight he had 5 turnovers. That's nearly half the team's turnovers. I'm sure Austin will get better. I'm sure he'll get more used to being defended in the manner he is. Obviously, for the first time in his career, he's, popping up on these scouting reports. Other than the turnovers, the Lakers just need to work on the foul trouble, and the Clippers too. We'll get to that. But great game by LA, guys. As far as the Clippers go, this was a really interesting one for the Clippers. I am not a big Clippers fan, but I am a very big fan of Kawhi Leonard. So with that, I become a Clippers fan, if you guys can understand that. But I'm never here to shed the bias. You know, I'm never here to be biased. The Lakers beat them pretty handedly, even though the Clippers were up by 19 at some point. Kawhi Leonard had almost 40 points tonight, and he had a monster first quarter. I believe it was 20 points in the first quarter, and then he scored 2 points in the second quarter. He finished with 38 points, 5 rebounds, and 6 assists. Just a really great night by Kawhi. When he's on, man, he's just so much fun to watch. It looks like he shoots the ball and it's a laser beam directly guided into the hoop. Paul George as well had a great night. He finished with 35 points, 6 rebounds, and 6 assists. The only problem, and 2 steals as well. The problem with Paul is that he got into some foul trouble this game. He actually ended up fouling out in overtime in this one, as well as Norman Powell fouled out. Russell Westbrook had 5 fouls. Ivica Zubac has 5 fouls. They were in a ton of foul trouble tonight, guys. 31 personal fouls on the night. That is not what you want to see, especially when you have, you know, Paul and Westbrook and Kawhi, PJ Tucker. These are all elite level defenders, and they're all picking up, you know, 3+ fouls. It's definitely not what you want to see, especially when this is such a statement game. Obviously, the Battle of LA. Nonetheless, the Clippers looked good. This is just one of those games, if you're the Stars, where you just feel like, I wish we just had that little extra oomph off the bench. And obviously, you know, you don't have James Harden. You don't have the guy you just traded your entire bench for. So this is kind of the awkward growing period, if you will. I mean, Kawhi, 38 points. Paul George, 35 points. Russell Westbrook, 24 points. And then your next leading scorer is Norman Powell on the bench, who had 12 points. And then after that, it's Ivica Zubac with 4. Guys, it's just a really rough period right now, and that's totally okay. I mean, this is all part of the regular season, losing games, winning games, figuring stuff out. When James is a part of this team, I'm sure it's going to be a lot more interesting. Ty Lue said it multiple times in post-game interviews that they need a facilitator, they need a passer. So I don't think James is going to come in here and look to be that 25, 30 point per game scorer. I think he's going to be looking to be an 18 to 20 point per game scorer and be averaging, you know, those 10, 11, 12 assists. But what do you guys think? This was a crazy game, the Battle of LA. Shout out to Russell Westbrook, shout out to the Clippers, and shout out to LeBron and the Lakers as well, guys. Just all over the place. This was just such a fun basketball game. It doesn't matter if you're an NBA fan or a Clippers fan or a Lakers fan. This is just one of those games where it's a storybook ending. You know, Lakers at home, they go down by 20, they come back, they both go to overtime. The star players are putting up 30 apiece. Guys, this was just such a great eye candy type of game. If you enjoyed this video, leave a like and a comment down below letting me know how you feel about the Lakers and Clippers going forward. Appreciate your guys' support as always, and thank you so much for the support on the video I posted 3 days ago. It's doing absolutely amazing, guys. God bless you all. Have a great rest of your day. Stay happy, healthy, and blessed. Peace.